Thank you very much, Lane, for inviting me. It's wonderful to be here. It's very rejuvenating for the Secretary General and for Commonwealth as a whole to be working with young people. We have the oldest youth program in the world, but that doesn't mean that we are arthritic or sclerotic or wedded to old ways. By no means. We have redesigned. Just now, we want to move away from mortar and bricks, want to do things more effectively. So a very contemporary way in which we work with young people. And that's been the genius of the Commonwealth. Lane just now mentioned a figure, 65% 9 and under. In some countries I've been, is pushing 70%. So it's just not a metaphor or a way of expressing a fine phrase to say that the future of our society is in the hands of young people. It's in the hands of our young people in a very literal way. And so adults have to become enablers and facilitators of this future generation in nation building. It's a very simple task. And what strikes me when I travel very often is actually how tough this task is. When you go to a trade organization, financial organization, industries, body, you're struck by the fact of how adult actually these organizations are. So we have a dual responsibility in the Commonwealth. One is to encourage young people by themselves, and the other is to encourage adults by themselves into looking into the asset which young people are, and to operate themselves and their organizations that way, and not just regard them as what they call a cohort, which has to be looked after. That is your future. So I'm glad that the Commonwealth has so much to show for it. Already we have a Youth Development Index, which is a global first. We've done enormous work in the professionalization of youth work, which has gone generally unremarked, but is crucial because once you convince an adult decision maker that this is what you should be doing, and they say, yes, I'm convinced. Now, what is it that I should be doing, actually? You need a roadmap and a game plan to work with. So we have diplomas and now master's courses also are being developed in youth work. We've come a long way in gender work. And these are some of the two main things we do. We call it cross-cutting. I work with girl child, women, work with young people. But in the end, you need tools to do it, not just persuasion. So we are strong in advocacy, but we have to be strong with the toolkit as well. We have to be strong with the evidence. It's evidence-based, what we are saying. So we have a Youth Development Index, professionalization of youth work, diploma, the recognition of youth work has been a tremendous contribution by us. We take encouragement from organizations like youth entrepreneurs themselves, and they've done brilliant start in Asia. We had in Cameroon recently a meeting when it was decided that young entrepreneurs themselves will be facilitated to create their own organizations and speak to decision makers about what they need and what they're doing, not just what adults are telling them what you should be doing. This decision has already been taken some months ago in the Caribbean. That's also a strong Commonwealth contribution moving forward. So these are some of the ways in which we want to make a contribution, and it's a particular joy to see people actually who are doing it, making that contribution to be here. I want to tell you as Secretary General, I admire you, I applaud you, and I'm here to encourage you, to listen to you, and there's no other voice which we take more seriously than the voice of the young people. Not just because of numbers, because they talk a lot of sense. There's a great cultural revolution which I see has taken place in the world. When I was a person who was 15 or 16 or a teenager, I don't think I thought like you. I didn't have the whole world descending upon me, telling me on the screen everything I wanted to see or know, or more than I wanted to know. It's very different youth right now. In many senses, they're already adults. And the way they think and talk, I have my own children to go by some years ago, they're already adults. So we talk about young people, but we're talking really people of who are going to build our societies, our nations, our Commonwealth. So I was told to be brief. That's a very tall order for the SG, because particularly when I see young people before me, I get immensely motivated. Thank you for all the work that you are doing in poverty alleviation. Also, you are concerned in different fields. You've distinguished yourself in the work that you've done, whether it's poverty alleviation, whether it's human rights, peace building, economic development, gender equality, environment, all the headline items which will be tackled by the heads when they go to Chogam. You have to be part of it as the movers, shakers, believers, and the propellers of all of this. You give recognition and dignity to our work by your accomplishments. You provide a platform for others to get inspired by and uplifted by the work that you've done. And you showcase what is possible for everybody. You influence policy makers by what you are doing, actually. Your catalysts and your beacons. So in any field in which you're active, you can rest assured that we regard you as principal collaborators and workers and partners and allies in the work of the Commonwealth. I congratulate in advance all those that have won these prizes, and I can assure you that as the Commonwealth moves forward, we will always be on a trajectory in which we are serving the young people of our societies most of all. I'm delighted that recently we got a youth council, which I'm told is the biggest in the world. We got an association of Commonwealth students, which whatever we do becomes the biggest in the world. Certainly the most representative, because we are in all continents. And we are a microcosm and a template of the world. If the young people of the Commonwealth can do it, then the world itself can do it. If it's an idea which is ripe for the Commonwealth, it's an idea which is ripe for the whole world. So thank you very much for all your contribution to the Commonwealth, and I look forward to the rest of this meeting. Thanks, Larry.
Thank you very much, Secretary General, for your kind remarks. Secretary General mentioned the evidence. You know, so often the evidence that is presented before us is of the young people who are going to join extremist groups, the young people who are joining the gangs, who are making the wrong decisions. But today I want to say we have the evidence of the young people who are promoting, you know, growth. Young people are alleviating poverty. We have the evidence of young people in the flesh who are doing wonderful things, making society sustainable, causing peace to happen. This is the evidence that we want to focus on this year as we focus on a young Commonwealth. The evidence of young people who are making a difference in the world. So without any further ado, it's now time to present the awards. But let me tell you a little bit about the awards. The Youth Awards, the Commonwealth Youth Awards, are an award for excellence in development work. That means we're looking for young people all across the Commonwealth who are demonstrating those good practices that we think make development work happen at a very professional level, and the very best of each region. And so from each region of the Commonwealth, we have 4 outstanding candidates who make up the 16 finalists of the Commonwealth Youth Awards for Excellence in Development Work. It is from that 16 individuals, from those 16 individuals, that we now select the Pan-Commonwealth Award winners for 2015. Those award winners represent each region of the Commonwealth, and at the end of this morning ceremony, we will appoint or select the overall Pan-Commonwealth Award winner, the Pan-Commonwealth winner for 2015. Each of the award finalists, they receive a cash award and a trophy. Each of the winners, they receive also a cash award of £2,000, that's £3,000 in total, And the overall winner received not just a trophy and a certificate, but a total of £5,000, all for their development projects. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to reveal the Commonwealth winners for 2015. Are you ready? You don't sound like you're ready. Are you ready? Are you really ready? All right, get into it. This is a youth event. We have sound and lights. Now is the time that we have a bit of fun. So allow me now to present the first category. These are the award winners, the finalists, who are from the Africa region. Now, from all the hundreds of applications received from the Africa region, the four finalists are the following. Ms. Nakita Catherine, 24 years old, from Uganda, nominated for the area of climate change. Ms. Esther Kalenzi, age 26, from Uganda again, nominated for an award in the area of education. Ms. Njombe Ida Chima, age 23, from Nigeria, nominated for the award in education. And Mr. Julius Shirima, from Tanzania, age 25, nominated for the award in enterprise development and youth employment. We will now reveal the 2014 finalists, or the winner, for the Africa region. Let us go to the screen.
The Commonwealth Youth Award winner for the Caribbean region works in the area of sustainable livelihoods and poverty reduction. She has been the climate change and environmental sustainability advocate for over 6 years. Her love for the environment spurred her to create an eco-friendly, all-natural skin and hair care line, Eco Truffles, in 2012. Eco Truffles uses sustainable raw materials from rural women producers throughout the Caribbean and donates 50% of its profits to impoverished families.
Let me pause that one. Technology is always something, isn't it? So we queued up. Let me go. Well, we're quite okay to go to the Caribbean region, since that one is queued up. Let me do the Caribbean region then. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So the nominees for the Caribbean region, well, the finalists were, the first one, Mr. Marcus Kizum, age 27, from Trinidad and Tobago. He was nominated for the area of work, health and well-being. Nevar Smith, age 27, from the Bahamas, area of work, human rights and democracy. Ms. Priya Verma, age 22, from Canada, because the Caribbean region includes the Canada and the Americas, and she was nominated for the award in climate change and environment protection. And Ms. Nolana Lynch. And I'll go now to this one, which is the award winner for the Caribbean region. Say it with confidence.
The Commonwealth Youth Award winner for the Caribbean region works in the area of sustainable livelihoods and poverty reduction. She has been the climate change and environmental sustainability advocate for over 6 years. Her love for the environment spurred her to create an eco-friendly, all-natural skin and hair care line, Eco Truffles, in 2012. Eco Truffles uses sustainable raw materials from rural women producers throughout the Caribbean and donates 50% of its profits to impoverished families. It has impacted between 15 and 20 not-for-profit organisations over the years and has provided the scholarships and aid for young women. Moreover, she has spearheaded sustainable agriculture projects in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and has developed sustainable trade networks among rural Caribbean women. She served as the National Coordinator of the Caribbean Youth Environment Network and as an alternate youth advisor for UNEP. She was a climate expert in the Commonwealth Youth Climate Change Initiative and was awarded the Trinidad and Tobago Youth Award in 2013. The winner is Nolana Lynch, age 27, from Trinidad and Tobago.
Applause for Nolana, Secretary General. We now invite our Secretary General, the SG, to come forward to present the award to Nolana. 2015 award winner of the Caribbean.
Present here, St. Lucia and Cameroon, and I was saying that it'll be, they've been so much engaged in youth work, so please don't overuse the Secretary General. Let's get the High Commissioner here as well. Please. High Commissioner.
So the High Commissioner, St. Lucia, please, it will be please oblige today as well. Yes, and Cameroon, please come as well. Our Cameroon High Commissioner also served as on our adjudication panel, and SG has kindly asked that we include you in this as well. Okay. This is our 2015 Caribbean Regional Award winner, Ms. Nolana Lynch from Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you very much, High Commissioner. Thank you very much, the SG. Nolana, just a few words.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to thank the Commonwealth Secretariat for this auspicious award. It is my distinct honor to be here today. I would like to thank God firstly for giving me the opportunity and the ability to create and to innovate and find solutions for our world's problems. I'd also like to thank my parents who have always supported me. They're at home right now managing operations while I'm here. I'd like to thank my aunt and cousin who are based in Britain, and they are here today. Thanks so much for coming out. I'd also like to dedicate this award to all the underprivileged women, children, and families that we assist every day. They are my motivation and my inspiration. They are the reason that I wake up every morning, and they continue to encourage me to create and to continue to assist and help in poverty reduction throughout the Caribbean region. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nolana Lynch, Trinidad and Tobago, a young woman of excellence, age 27. And now to get to this flavor of the Caribbean, of course we have to have Trinidad and Tobago, the steel pans of Trinidad and Tobago. We will have, most importantly, the Melodian Steel Orchestra. Melodian Steel Orchestra was established in 1987. Now they travel all over the world, over 30 countries, and they are having players from age 11 to 70 years. So it's an intergenerational group. And we're so happy to have them today in this award ceremony, especially because just this week, Terry Noel, the founder of the group, Terry, just give us a wave, received from the Queen an MBE for music, which is quite good, seeing that this is probably the first time someone from representing Steel Orchestra has received such a prestigious award. So Noel, thank you. Let us hear now from the sounds of the Caribbean. That's a little bit of the sound from the Caribbean. You know, there's another sound that comes from my island called reggae. Yeah, I see some hands there from Jamaica. But you know, Bob Marley said, when music hits you, you feel no pain. I saw some of you shaking your legs down there. Caribbean Music Suite. A round of applause again for the Melodian Orchestra, ladies and gentlemen. I saw DSG from Trinidad and Tobago, and I saw you shaking your leg to DSG. Don't think I didn't see out of the corner of my eye. Now we're going to go to the award winners from the Africa region. Now, this was a category I announced earlier, and I will do it again, just for emphasis. So we have from Uganda, a mother who has also made the journey. We invite again our Secretary General and the High Commissioners present to make the presentation.
It's time to ask Deputy Secretary General, Mahajan, responsible for youth affairs in the Secretariat, to give the award. And Deputy Secretary General is joining us, Andrew. And here you are. Please do the
Talafalava, and thank you very much. It is an honor and a privilege to be here. First of all, I would like to thank the Commonwealth Secretariat for recognizing the important role of youth and young people in development. I would like to thank my mother for being here and for always supporting my work, and for always pushing me to be the best person I could be. I would like to thank my father as well for always teaching me to never let gender and age barriers be in the way of my aspirations in life. I would like to dedicate this award to the climate refugees, to the people living in the Pacific Islands and other small island nations who suffer from the effects of climate change every day, and to my fellow Pacific warriors fighting for climate justice. We are not drowning, we are fighting. Thank you.
Brianna, we're so pleased to have you as the Pacific Regional winner, primarily because of the challenges facing the Pacific region and other small island developing states. A round of applause again for Brianna. So, of course, you know, we must hear from the Pacific, and we have with us this morning Beats of Polynesia, founded 10 years ago in 2005, dedicated to bringing the vibrancy and the richness of the Pacific region. They teach and share and expose all aspects of the amazing culture of Polynesia. the Caribbean coming to London, the Pacific in London, Africa, all represented here, nowhere else but the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth truly is a diverse association of countries. Put your hands together for the diversity of the Commonwealth, of course. I think DSG commissioned the adjudication panel to review all the awards and the 16 finalists in particular, and they selected the top 4. However, this morning, but what the Commonwealth, what we're trying to do with this program is to create, champions, people that will inspire and motivate other young people in the world. So now it gives me great pleasure to invite the chair of the education panel, Catherine Ellis, to announce for the first time the overall Pan-Commonwealth winner. And then I certainly want to invite DSG and SG and our High Commissioners present to present the Pan-Commonwealth Award today.
Thank you, Lane. And I'd also like to thank Lane and his team for all the very much hard work that they've put into for these awards. It's a huge process, starting with the nominations and then the regional adjudication panels. And thank you to the Commonwealth Youth Council who led the youth participation in that, as well as the senior officials and the youth work profession representatives who all took their part at the regional level, and then the adjudication panel in London that decided on the overall winner. And I know that you're all dying to know who it is, so I'm not going to take any more time. But I will, before I announce it, ask if Secretary General and Deputy Secretary General would mind coming up onto the stage to be ready to congratulate the award winner as soon as I announce. And the High Commissioners, please do come to line up. Oh, so gracious. All right, so we don't have a drum roll, but I'm just going to shake the paper and open it up. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to announce that the Pan-Commonwealth Youth Award winner for 2015 is Mr. Julius Shirima from Tanzania.
We just want to also just invite all the other award winners just on the stage so we can take an official photo as well with our esteemed guests. A round of applause for them as they come. This year's finalists, these are the champions of the Commonwealth. Julia Sareem Gulalai Ishmael, 28 from Pakistan. Miss Nolana Lynch, 27 from Trinidad and Tobago. And of course, Miss Brianna Fruen, 16 years old, from Samoa. Thank you very much. Well, we're at the end now. And it's always good to have some words of reflection as we bring our award ceremony to its close. I'm going to invite DSG Maharaj, the Deputy Secretary General responsible for Youth Division, to come and to share with us his own reflections on this process. DSG.
Thank you so very much, Lane. Awardees. He wrote that the purpose of philosophy is not to explain the world. The purpose of philosophy is to change the world. And therefore, it is so inspiring to see young people across our beloved Commonwealth changing this world of ours. and solving tomorrow's problems, actually today. I work in development, and when we think about young people, oftentimes the policymakers think that perhaps they don't have a role. And the total is the situation, because the totally opposite is the reality. Because when I hear your stories, when I read about you from Samoa, Brianna, from Trinidad and Tobago, Tanzania, Pakistan, and all the other people who participated in this program, your stories are inspiring. The work that you are doing is absolutely inspiring, creating and effecting not just change, but transformational change. And people oftentimes have a pessimistic view of this world. When I hear your stories and see your courage of conviction, I mean, I'm also motivated and inspired, because the world can change through the sum total of our individual efforts. And young people, I mean, they are spearheading this change in the Caribbean, in the Pacific, in Africa, in Asia, and elsewhere. In the Commonwealth, we have had a very long association working on young people. Our Secretary General spoke about the Youth Development Index, a global first. The issue of professionalization of youth work, another area that we have spearheaded in the Commonwealth. From my standpoint, you can't have development if 60, 70, 80% of your population, they are left out. I was in Cameroon recently, High Commissioner, the High Commissioner from Cameroon is here, for our African Youth Ministers meeting. And we had so many young people effecting transformational change with so many ideas that policymakers, I think it will certainly be worth their while to just sit back and reflect and listen, because tomorrow's change is not for tomorrow, it's for today. And the stories I've heard and the work that you're all doing, it's inspiring so many others. And as a Commonwealth, we will continue to be absolutely committed to working with young people, to working for young people, and ensuring that every possible forum that the voices of young people are heard. Because you are speaking not only as young people, but with wisdom and with experience. And many of the issues that are taking place in this world, I mean, I am not fully conversant with them. Technology, and how could we use technology to effect and drive change? Young people are much more equipped, certainly, than myself. And after seeing some of the performances, I realize I'm no longer a young person. So from my standpoint, what I would like to do is to just thank everyone who have contributed to the awards. I mean, I know Catherine and her team, they have worked long and hard. To put together an event like this is not easy. They have worked long and hard, and I would like to thank Catherine and Lynn and her entire team. I would like to thank our High Commissioners who participated in the adjudication panel. I would also like to thank our High Commissioner from St. Lucia, and there was a lunch about 2 to 3 weeks ago at Lancaster House, and we had our High Commissioner from St. Lucia standing up and speaking for and on behalf of young people with such passion and eloquence, and we very much value your commitment to working and supporting our efforts, High Commissioner. I would like to thank our Secretary General and SG, as we fondly call him. When SG gets the opportunity to speak about young people, he gets very excited and he's very passionate. And so SG, thank you so much for your commitment. And to the awardees, just continue the absolutely great work that you are doing, and continue to inspire many others, because the time for change is not tomorrow, the time for change is now. You spoke, Brianna, about Samoa and the Pacific and the issues associated with climate change. We can't wait not even one moment. We can't wait not even one moment. I would like to thank all the other colleagues from the Commonwealth Secretariat members of the media, and everyone else who may have contributed to making this event such an outstanding success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, DSG. Thank you, DSG. We now will continue with the journey. So we have been through Africa, the Caribbean, the Pacific, and the Asia region. But the next big step for the Commonwealth after Commonwealth Week will be Malta. And in November, the Commonwealth Center becomes Malta. All the world will be focused there. And so I think it is fittingly appropriate that the final cultural presentation we will have this morning is Nicola Said from Malta. She's a soprano with a beautiful voice. She's currently studying her upper course at Guildhall School of Music and Drama in London. The next stop for the Commonwealth will be Malta. And so to bring this award ceremony to its close, I invite Nicola to bring us her songs. She'll be accompanied by Ricard, who you heard from earlier, as she sings to us. What a very beautiful end to our award ceremony this year. We will look forward to our 2016 award ceremony. I want to invite all the young persons who are here to get nominated. You know, ideas change the world. I believe that with all my heart. Ideas change the world. And I want to extend an invitation to all gathered here, as well as the many others who we've already invited, to be with us at Marlborough House on Friday for a special session we're calling Bright Ideas from a Young Commonwealth. You want to hear ideas about how to change the world? Come be with us in Marlborough House. Not so dressed up this time, of course, but to hear real good reasoning from young people about how to change the world. Come out. You know, ideas will change the world. I believe that. Not only will we have our award winners, but we'll also have some special researchers from the Commonwealth Scholarship Program and many others who will have some good ideas about how to solve the challenges that face our world. So I look forward to seeing you, and more importantly, I look forward to seeing you in Malta, and look forward to seeing you again in 2016 for the Commonwealth Youth Awards for Excellence in Development Work 2016. Thank you, and please have a good rest of the day. We will have some music from the Trinidad group to take us out, but you can also stay with us for some reception to meet with our award winners. And all of us are in the youth development space. Let us talk together before rushing out. It is Commonwealth Week. Let's enjoy it. Huh?
facts